Excuse my hormonal friend that's on my chin. My rhyme. Any other time I would not be filming, but gotta get this done this weekend. Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to try out a keratin treatment for the very first time. I'm going to apply this treatment myself to my natural curly hair. So if you'd like to find out more, then just keep watching. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me for today's video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. I'm in a race against time because we are expecting some winter weather, and part of that winter weather may include some power outages. I'm not sure, but that will be tomorrow. So I really wanted to get this done today because I will leave this in my hair for a couple of days, and I know I'm going to be probably snowed in for a couple of days. So I'm in a race against time to get this done today. So all of that being said, let's get into it. So this has been something that I have wanted to do for a while, probably a couple of years. I've been thinking about it, and I have finally decided to take the plunge. I got my hair trimmed. I did some research, and it said for the keratin treatment, it's best to already have your ends trimmed. So I wanted to already have done that. So this is what my hair looks like, and I just wanted to come on for anyone who is new to my channel because of this video and show you guys what my natural hair actually looks like. I have curly hair, as you can tell. I'm willing to do this and take the risk knowing that my curl pattern is going to probably change for several months. And if I don't like it, I'll just let this grow out and I won't do it again. But I do want to try it just one time to see how my hair responds. You guys know that I have a lot of shrinkage if you've been with me for a while. And I'm hoping that there's a chance that maybe I'll be able to wear my hair curly, even if it's not in the beginning. As this wears off, maybe I'll still be able to wear my natural wash and go style. I'm hoping that with the keratin treatment, the curls will stretch some and perhaps I won't have so much shrinkage. It might not work out that way. Maybe I won't really feel comfortable wearing it like this anymore for a while, but I just want to try it out. I'm a little nervous though. I am trying out the Keratin Research Original, and this is the professional version, and it has argan oil, and it says thermal protective layer, reduced odor and fumes, powerful moisture binding, long lasting, amazing results. And I purchased this one from Amazon, and it had a ton of reviews, and they were mostly positive. Let me go ahead and give this disclaimer. This product does contain formaldehyde. There is a warning on this label to that effect, or it just tells you that it does contain that. When people ask that question on Amazon, the response from the company was that it has a small amount in it. Formaldehyde is a product that does have some risks as it relates to cancer if it is inhaled. If you are a person that isn't willing to take the risk, this brand does make a formaldehyde-free version, so I will have that linked in the description box along with this as well, so that you could make that choice for yourself. I was willing to take the risk this one time, and then I will decide after today whether I would do that again. I debated on whether to try the formaldehyde version or not, but given the significant curls that I have in my hair, I didn't want to go through this entire process with a formaldehyde-free product and not be satisfied with the results. If I don't like it, and if I'm afraid to take that risk in the future, then I will try a formaldehyde-free version, and then I will be able to make a comparison as to whether it is as good as the original. I think it is less risky using a product containing formaldehyde if you're not using it that often. So in this room, I have my window open, and I'm going to wear a mask when I apply this to my hair. I'll have timestamps down below if you want to skip to different parts of this video, because I'm going to try to record the entire process. So this is what you have to have. I have my Keratin Research brand of keratin treatment, and from what I have read, there could be 2 to 3 uses in this bottle. So There you go. I have a cape. It says to have a cape. I don't know if I will use it. I have a few clips because I will need to section my hair. I have latex gloves. I have a bowl and an applicator brush. I also had to purchase a couple of products. You need a flat iron that heats to 450. I got this one from Amazon. It's an HSI flat iron. This one has ceramic plates, and I do really like ceramic plate flat irons. I was in need of a new blow dryer, and so I picked up this one from Hot Tools. I even bought some new rat tail combs because they also recommend that you have like a small comb, and the ones that I have are busted. Okay, so I have that here as well. Before I get started, I have to shampoo my hair with a clarifying shampoo. The clarifying shampoo that I'm going to use is the Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo. I chose this because I already have it. That's one reason. But I also wanted to see, will this product work with this clarifying shampoo? This is affordable and it's easy for you to get your hands on. I have been using this shampoo for years. They tell you to shampoo your hair 2 to 3 times with a clarifying shampoo. So first I'm going to stop and I'm going to go and shampoo my hair with this product, and then I will be back for the next step. That was a rough experience. Normally, I would not have on makeup if I was doing this without filming it, but I wanted to spare you guys and you not have to see me without makeup throughout this entire video. So as I was washing my hair in the kitchen sink, the water was just running everywhere. So if you notice some things, that's why. I shampooed my hair 3 times with the Suave clarifying shampoo, but I also heard that if you color your hair and then put the keratin on, that it will help seal the color in. And I was in desperate need of coloring my gray hairs around my edges, and whenever I use a clarifying shampoo, it will strip the color from my hair because I use a semi-permanent color. I use the Clairol Beautiful Collection, and this is like a advanced gray solution, and this one is in rich brown, and you can get it at a beauty supply store. This one is now empty. So now my hair has been shampooed, and when you clarify your hair, it's going to be more tangled and it's going to look like this. You're also not supposed to apply a conditioner. Clarifying shampoo will open up the cuticle for the keratin to penetrate the hair. Look at me sounding like an expert. I'm not an expert. Let me also say I am not a stylist. Stylists, don't come for me. All the instructions of what to do are on the back, and they also have a video that they have on Amazon. I think I found it on Amazon that shows you, like, there's a person that does it from beginning to end on a client, and that video is on their site. So I'll link all of this down below, guys. It tells me to rinse well and blow dry, brush the hair with medium heat until it is completely dry, and then to separate the hair into 3 sections, left, right, and back. So now we're going to blow dry the hair. I'm first going to try to kind of detangle it a little bit, and then I will blow dry it. It suggested using like a round brush, and I forgot to tell you guys that I have this as well. I usually just like using my little destroyed wet dry brush that you can get from Walmart, but I did bring this in here just in case I want to try it. So I'm going to start drying my hair, and I will speed through some of this, but let's get started.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
The directions are to dry your hair completely. So, but see how tangly my hair is? This is the reason I'm doing this. I feel like Diana Ross. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. I'm supposed to divide my hair into 3 sections. I'm gonna probably have to color my gray again because I didn't have a lot of product left and I didn't leave it on as long as I normally do, so my grays are still gonna show, but it looks a little better. I have so much static. I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. Sure, I look a little crazy. Now I am ready to apply the product. I'm gonna put on my mask when I'm ready to start applying it. This is where I will need my fine tooth comb. I am supposed to apply this to my hair, but I'm supposed to leave about 1 centimeter between the hair and the scalp. So you're not supposed to put this on your scalp. Now I'm sure during the process it may touch my scalp, but you're supposed to be careful not to put it on your scalp. And you're not supposed to overly saturate the hair. So it's supposed to be on every strand of hair, and it's supposed to be saturated but not too saturated. So you will comb through the hair once you put the product on the hair to remove any excess product. I can only assume that this part is going to take a while, as well as the part where I actually straighten my hair. Grab a snack. We're going to speed through it, but let's get started with this part. I can only imagine that it will probably be hard to do with gloves on, but I'm going to have to keep them on. Got to. I decided to go ahead and put on the uncomfortable and very wrinkled cape. So let's apply the mask. Might not be necessary, but I'm just going to take that extra precaution. It does come sealed. This is about how much I'm going to start with. I'm not really smelling anything too much now. So here we go. So we have completed the back section. I will say that was hard. A little hard doing the back by myself. It does say on the bottle that you'll need a person. I think you can do it alone. But of course, if you had somebody else doing this on you, it would probably be easier. But now we're gonna move on to the left side. Here we go. My left, you're right. It just has a nice fragrant smell, so it doesn't stink. And my hand feels cold even though I have gloves on. So I think I'm going to have wrinkly, pruny hands even with the gloves. But I'm not really experiencing any other issues with the product, the formaldehyde in the product. So let's continue.
Feels good having someone on your side.
Eyes stinging. Okay guys, as I'm getting to the front of my head and the product is closer to my eyes and nose, my eyes are burning a little bit, nose burning a little bit, but not too bad. But just wanted to give you guys that update, but we're going to keep going. I have almost completed what I started with, and I have gotten almost the back and one side completed, so I'm going to add some more. All right. So we have about this much. Let's continue. That's okay, Gabby. I'll just take this one.
Oh my God, you sound just...
No, I don't. No, Elmo. No, Elmo. Rocco wants to eat the oatmeal raisin cookie. Rocco won't know the difference. He is just a rock. How, Zoe? Tell Elmo. Tell Elmo how. How is Rocco going to eat the oatmeal raisin cookie?
Why are you so good at it?
Rocco does not have a mouth. Rocco is not alive. Rocco been getting his way all day. And now Elmo can't have his favorite cookie because Zoe says that Rocco wants to eat it. There's a pruny up under here, huh?
How long do you gotta leave it?
30 minutes. Then I blow dry my hair with it in there.
Okay.
Tell Elmo. Tell Elmo, how is Rocco going to eat the cookie? Rocco does not have a mouth. Rocco is not alive.
I hope you go viral.
Gabby, can I have an oatmeal raisin cookie too, please? I'm sorry, Elmo. That was my last one. Oh, that's okay, Gabby. I'll just have this one. I love it. Anytime you want to cheer up, that's what you need to watch. You found it too?
Yeah. Like
Maybe because it was viral. It might be popping up on everybody's stuff because it's viral.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways.
So I have everything on, and it did not tell me to do this, but I'm just sort of combing through this front part where I know I have unruly gray hair, and just sort of making sure that the product is there. Just want to help that out. I think I have gotten every strand of hair. At this point, I'm supposed to leave it on for 30 minutes. This side has probably already been on 30 minutes, but I'm gonna wait a little while longer for the side that I just finished. As you progress and you continue to put this on, it does make your eyes water. My nose started running, but it doesn't stink. So whatever's in it just does start to affect you a little bit, but small sacrifice. I have about this much product left. I know I could do this at least one more time and maybe part of a third time with what's left in the bottle. I will be back in a few minutes and then we're gonna dry this. Alright guys, so it has been about 30 minutes and this side is still just a little damp in comparison to this side, but I am ready to blow dry my hair until it is completely dry. You may hear my heating unit outside the window because the window is open because I'm still ventilating the room, and it has gotten cold in the house because the window is open. So look, even though I was wearing gloves, my hands are still, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but they're still like a little pruny. It was very cold. I could tell like the product was cold and I felt like it was gonna do that. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start blow drying and then we'll move on to the next step.
What's there left to say? Throw your stones the river. Like me, it drifts away. I would watch you stare. I would watch you stare. Oh, but there's no one there. We can figure this out.
So now my hair is completely dry. It looks similar to how it looked before, so I'm hoping when I add the heat that it's gonna come together. I'm gonna straighten it like I normally do. I start in the back here.
Time when we never let go, never let go. Ooh, we never let go. We can figure this out. Put your feet down. We are the lucky ones.
So far, it is soft and it is straightening pretty well. Easier than normal for sure. So let's continue.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. You like a and my fill you like a pill to get my fill. No, do me in the worst way. Don't let me sleep. Never say you're sorry. Oh, maybe I'll leave. Maybe, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. You like a get my fill. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm finally done. It has been hours. I think I started around 5 and 6 o'clock or something like that, and it's now all close to 1. I did stop to eat before I started straightening my hair, but it has been, what, 6, 7 hours. That's how long it's taken me. So this is what it looks like with the product still on. I do have a lot of flyaways here that I would normally address, but because it didn't say I could put any other products on my hair, I'm just going to not apply any other products, of course. So flyaways will just have to be there. I actually started over and went through my entire head again because I was looking at the next steps and I missed that it stated for you to straighten your hair or pass the iron over your hair 7 to 12 times until you did not have any fumes. And I didn't really do 7 to 12 times, and I wasn't sure about the fumes, so I just went over it again just to be sure. I want to point out a few things that I wasn't expecting. So if you've done this before, let me know if you experienced the same thing. I saw another person do this with the hair. Like, it looks really pretty and shiny and full of body, but I can still feel the product on my hair. And I don't remember hearing anyone else who reviewed it say that you can still feel it when you just applied it in this first step. So that could possibly be normal. So I do want to prepare you for that when you're done, you can still feel that there's product on the hair. I'm hoping that when I shampoo the hair and straighten it again, that I won't feel that anymore. I also had heard that it could possibly like bring out brassiness in your hair color. Remember, I have on a temporary color that washes out after, 6, 7 washes. So it did make some of the areas where my gray is a little brassy. And I think that I read for you to shampoo your hair with like the purple shampoo, which I do have, and I'll try that to see if that will calm down any brassiness, but it's only a little bit that I'm seeing. I'm very, very pleased with what I am seeing here. This is definitely very, very pretty and looks straight. Just so you guys can see. So I had to hop up and change my battery for the second time. That tells you how long this has been taking me. And I apologize if I just look terrible at this point. I want to say though, guys, I'm exhausted. This takes a long time. I can see why it's so expensive, because probably not the product, but just the process and the time it takes. Yeah, I can see why. After I shampoo it and my hair remains straight for a while and is more manageable, I could see myself doing this again, even though it will take all day. I kind of had to start late in the day just because of my schedule, and I knew I would have a few days off for this to stay in my hair, so I wanted to do it today. But my advice would be to start early in the day because it's going to take you all day. I expected that when I started, but I'm passing it along to you. So it says for me to leave the treatment in my hair for 3 hours to overnight. And it says if I'd like to leave it in up to 3 days that I can. So I'm going to leave this in my hair for 3 days. And I will come back and give you guys an update. Every time I turn my camera off, I think it's something else. They also tell you not to tie your hair up during the 3-day process while this is on your hair. If you do this process, don't put a clip or a rubber band or any type of scrunchie or anything in your hair that is going to put any type of line of demarcation, because that will remain on the hair after you finish this process. So I'm going to have to sleep with my hair down so that I don't have those creases in my hair. I keep kind of touching up my hair, just kind of experimenting here, and I'm finding out things as I keep touching it up. So here's my flat iron, you know. And remember I said initially I felt like I could still feel a lot of the product on my hair. And then I realized I needed to have run the iron over my hair more than I did, a few more passes. So then I thought, well, let me keep kind of running my iron over it a little bit more. And the more I run the iron over it, the less product I feel. I feel a little bit more softness than I was feeling initially. So I think that it's really important that you do take the iron over your hair 7 to 12 times, because then it's going to seal it into those cuticles and you're going to get that softness. So it's much softer now than when I first started talking to you guys about it, when I thought I was finished, because I've continued to kind of run the iron over it and it's getting softer and softer with each pass. So make sure that you follow the instructions and read them carefully. I just sort of missed that little 7 to 10, you know, I can barely see, and it's little bitty writing. Good morning, people. Good morning. It is the morning after. Just gonna comb out some of my tangles here. It's so funny. Yesterday I was wearing my NC State sweatshirt. I did attend NC State for one of my 5 degrees. So I got a master's from there. I didn't attend UNC Chapel Hill, but I do like their basketball team. I love all NC schools. Last night was rough. So let me tell you guys, so I did some research. I was like, well, how am I supposed to sleep on this? I Googled, how do you sleep on the first night of a keratin treatment, and read an article of like using a satin pillowcase, which I did not have. I saw a picture of a person just laying flat on the hair like that. I also saw a picture image of the hair pushed. I can't explain it, guys, but laying with your hair like this, lay your head back and your hair is sort of behind you. So I chose that method. Kind of laid in a corner of my bed so that my hair would hang sort of behind me, and I didn't have a satin pillowcase, so I took this old scarf. This is like a headscarf, and I just laid it over my pillow, and it stayed in place. But it was so hard to sleep like that. I think I did a pretty good job of keeping it straight. I have not put any heat in it or anything this morning. I did have to put it in a bonnet to shower. When I took the bonnet off, it still went back to this. Kind of heads up that sleeping could be challenging the first night. Another thing that I discovered last night that I didn't realize as I was finishing filming is that my arm was hurting. Not my right arm, because I use my right arm a lot normally, but my left arm was aching in my shoulder, probably because this is my less dominant arm. I'm right-handed. And maybe do a little bit of strength training to prepare yourself for this whole process if you're going to do it on yourself, or just be ready for the pain. I even had to get up and take like some Advil. I did read that if like there were areas of the hair that weren't straight on the second day, that you could run the iron over those areas, because the key is to keep them straight, to keep it straight as possible. So I'm gonna just hit this little front area where I see that my flyaway grays are just not acting right. Who knows how long this video is gonna be, I'm so sorry. But I do think one thing to consider whenever you're reading anyone's reviews of any keratin treatment where the individual put it on their own head, that there are so many factors that play into whether or not it's going to be effective. Your hair texture, your application method, the tools you use. Like, this is a good flat iron, but I'm sure there are better ones than this. This was affordable. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a flat iron just to get one to $4.50. This one was like $40. So, you know, of course, if you use another tool that reaches $4.50 but is $200, maybe your results will be different. The same thing with a blow dryer. Listen to reviews, but also just keep all of that in mind, that for some people, if it doesn't work, it could be because they didn't heat it to $4.50, or like in my case, I didn't make sure to go over it 7 to 12 times and things like that. So just keep all of that in mind when making decisions about a product for keratin treatment. And this is my personal opinion, remember this is the product that we're working with here, Keratin Research, the original version, but I think that any keratin treatment you use is just going to give you your best hair. It's not going to give you different hair. So how my hair looks and feels when I go get my hair done and it is a blowout, just a typical blowout, might be different than someone else's experience whose hair is a different texture. So I see this as a way to give you your best hair. Don't get caught up in watching videos and looking at people and their results who have a whole different texture of hair than you have. Like, I saw someone do this treatment. It wasn't this particular brand. She shampooed the keratin treatment out and then she used a blow drying brush to dry it, and she didn't even have to run an iron over it again. I'm not anticipating that in 2 more days when I shampoo my hair that I'm gonna get those kinds of results where I could just blow dry my hair and it's gonna look like this, because I've never been able to do that in my entire life. If that happens, this is a miracle. I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow so that you can see what my hair looks like on the second full day. Okay guys, so pop back on. We're still in the first morning after, and I just sort of ran my iron over my whole head just to make sure it was all still straight. And guys, I'm telling you, if you put the iron over your hair enough, it just gets silkier and silkier with each pass. Definitely go over it enough to where your hair kind of feels silky and you don't really feel that product. But now I feel even less than I did last night. I just sort of smoothed over all of the hair, mainly because I read somewhere that that's okay, so that it stays straight and you make sure that it's still in its straight state. Again, I'll check in with you guys again tomorrow. All right guys, we are in day 2 full day 2 is Monday, Martin Luther King holiday, and I started this on Saturday night. The reason it's looking a little wavy today is I just got in from shoveling the driveway, because remember I told you guys that it snowed here. Just so you guys can see here, I had this on while I was shoveling snow. I had to have something on my head because it's cold outside, and I chose this cap because of the satin inside. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. I will link this down below in case anybody's interested. I love this cap. It's also great for sleeping in. I did have that on my head, so my head is a little bit wet. So what I have read is if that happens during this 3-day process, to dry your hair as soon as possible and then just kind of run the iron over it again, which is what we're going to do right now. Okay, roots are dry. I'm just going to run the flat iron over my hair a little bit. That was very, very easy. So this is what it looks like after just a quick touch up. I basically just ran the flat iron over huge chunks of hair and just touched up here and there. You know, my only concern is maybe the back. I'm using my hands to sort of feel the area, and I feel like the back is okay, but I can't see it as well, of course. So this completes day 2 full day. I'm going to have to shampoo my hair tomorrow afternoon, like slightly before the 72-hour mark. Although on the bottle it says up to 3 days, as if you could shampoo it earlier. The next time you guys see me, this will probably be wet. So I'm going to shampoo it and I'll come back, we'll blow dry it and straighten it and see what we look like at the end. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, but it will be tomorrow. I'm back. It's Tuesday and I just shampooed my hair, and it's partially dry because I had to get dressed and put on a little makeup, so it's not 100% wet, but this is what it looks like. And this is definitely different than my normal curl pattern when my hair is wet. So that's good. That means it worked. I'm wondering though how long it's going to take before I miss my curls. I never thought about you guys. Some of you might miss my curls. Sorry. Like, of course now there are no curls, but I'm wondering if as it washes out, will the curls come back a little bit over time? So we'll see together, and I'll be sure to give you guys an update. We're going to blow dry, but I'm just going to put a little bit of this oil. I'm going to put a whole lot less than I probably normally would. I don't really use a heat protectant or anything when I dry my hair or style it. I use this MAC V oil, and so I'll use that, but I probably won't use as much as I normally would just because I don't want it to be heavy, and I'm not sure how much I'll need. Ooh, this feels good on my hair. I don't know how to say this. Gisou. I got it from Sephora, but it's an oil that I like a lot. I just used 1 drop. Today when I shampooed my hair, I used the Mori products that you've heard me talk about here on my channel. This is sulfate free, and I do have a discount code. I think it's 10% that you'll save. And these products are very natural, and they are also known to help your hair grow. So I'll link them down below. One of my favorite products that they make is the repairing mask. So I'll also be incorporating that, but I didn't use that today because it would require like me to let it sit on the hair, and I didn't have that kind of time. Plus I wanted to see what my hair looks like with just regular shampoo and conditioner. So I'll use that probably soon. That's gonna probably be my aftercare, but I will keep my eyes open for other products that are good for keratin treated hair. So let's blow dry. Wow. Is all I can say is wow. So I think it took me about 5 minutes to dry my hair. Definitely cut my drying time tremendously. And even the way my hair looks right now, I've never blow dried my hair. I don't even remember when I was wearing a relaxer. I don't remember my hair looking this straight, you know, just from blow drying. I'm happy to see that my hair isn't like this. I have a lot of static in it right now, but the condition of it just feels totally different. It feels nice and soft and healthy. So here we go. I'm going to straighten my hair. I have my same straightener. It doesn't have temperature settings where I can see exactly what the temperature is, but I turned it down quite a bit from 450. I'm gonna spray it on my hand, my MAC V oil, and just sort of put it on the ends a little and kind of put it on my hair this way. I usually spray it, but I'm scared that I don't need all of that this time. I normally spray it on the hair. I might do one more spray. I will link this down below as well. This is like my favorite. It's a Moroccan anti-aging, anti-humidity, color protects complex. It's a leave-on ultra shine spray, but I just really love it. Like, this is the part that's blow dried with no, you know, I haven't flat ironed it yet. And look how straight that is.
Wow, it worked.
I know. I'm gonna put one more drop, a little bitty drop. Got a little hair on there. I want to get these flyaways. I didn't use any edge control, or I really didn't want to put too much product on my hair because I wanted you guys to see what it looks like without a whole lot of product on it. So this is the final look. Wow is all I can say. I know it's quite flat, but I'm sure that's just right now because it's fresh, like a fresh relaxer. It's similar to that, I think. I did read over this, and they do recommend that you straighten your hair every day at least one time while your hair is getting used to being straight. So I'll be sure to do that for a few days is what it says. I have heard that it's best to use sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner when you are taking care of your hair, your aftercare, like this one here, like my Mori here. to make sure that it lasts longer. So I'll be sure to do that. I'm happy that I have completed the entire process. My hair definitely feels silkier right now than when I straighten my hair myself just on my virgin hair. When I go to get a blowout from the Dominican salon, it feels very similar to how this feels right now, just my typical blowout. So I was able to achieve my blowout appearance. I don't know that it took 15 minutes for me to straighten my hair and maybe 5 minutes to dry my hair. So the fact that it cut my drying time and straightening time to that short amount of time, it is definitely worth it if you want to wear your hair straight. It's definitely, I think, gonna be worth it for me that I went through this whole experience. When I straightened it today, I just kind of took huge chunks of hair and I wasn't that precise. So if you see that it's not completely straight in some places, it's because I really wasn't being that precise with it. The other thing to consider, I think, is that from what I hear, when you have a keratin treatment, it's kind of like not gonna hold a curl. Your hair is gonna be straight all the time. So I think you have to be prepared for that. If you like wearing your hair straight, you'll love this. But if you like to be able to curl your hair and wand it and things like that, I'm not sure that this will wand or hold a curl. In a few weeks, I'm gonna try it just so I can see whether it will, but I don't know that it will. So that's something else to consider, is that you have to be prepared to commit to straight hair if you use this keratin treatment. But for me, I was just getting really tired of having to wear my hair wash and go all the time. I was tired of the detangling and just the whole process of straightening my own hair. Even though I was getting to the point where I could do it, I wasn't having a fun time. Right now, based on how my hair turned out today, I will definitely do this again. I'm interested to see how long will this last. I'm interested to see, will I experience any damage? Because I am going to have to apply a little bit more heat to my hair. To sum everything up, the benefits are that your hair is going to be extremely soft. It is going to be shinier. I definitely think that my hair is shinier. You're not going to have to use as much product. It is going to be straighter. Your drying time and your styling time is going to be significantly decreased. And from what I understand, this keratin treatment is better for your hair than like a relaxer would be, a typical relaxer would be. And you will probably now be able to style your own hair with ease and not have to go through some of the struggles if you have curly hair like me. Those are some of the pros. I think the drawback is that this product contains formaldehyde. You need to wear a mask and wear gloves when applying it and be in a well-ventilated area. So I'm not sure over time, like, is this good for me? Should I be using a product that has that in it over time? I'm not sure. I guess the other negative is that you are kind of boxed into this style and your hair is just going to be straight. So you don't have as many other options to do other things with your hair. I apologize if the video is too long, but I wanted to really give you guys a thorough review and let you guys in on this experience from beginning to end. For any person who is out there considering this and doing like me, I did a lot of research and did a lot of thinking before jumping in and trying this out because I was not sure. So I had to like rely on other people's reviews to determine is this right for me. This is just blowing my mind and I'm super excited about it and love it so far. Love it, love it, love it. So I hope that you all have enjoyed today's video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. That really helps me out. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. I will definitely get back to you guys. So anything that you want to know about this product or my experience, please ask and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.